And of course, Aracha, who's a extremely strong legendary lord. No one's saying, like, here's your free-to-play guide, but if you have Aracha, here's your free-to-play guide.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
How the heck are everybody? I'm Fastidious. Welcome to my channel. A very quick, straight to the point video today. We are on Nick's account, Big Nick Energy. We did a takeover him, first starting in Guild Boss. Now we are doing Gear Aid 3. We just beat 320 and then 321. Let me turn Power of Dominance off so you can see the run. But we did something kind of cool. So we are doing it's all based around Idril and Aracha. We have no right side units, right? We're bringing almost no legendaries. We have no right side units. So no Hattsut, no Allura, and we have no like Silas, and I chose not to use Setram just to make it a more fun comp. So we're not doing some crazy melt job. It is literally just the cracked out interaction that exists between Aracha and Idril. Aracha was literally just made for Idril. It's crazy. So let me start off by showing you Aracha's Lord bonus. We're not going to do an intro or anything. We're getting right into it. And then we'll start the run. I'll show you the builds at the end. But you can see we're only bringing 3 legendary heroes, one of which is the free legendary Volka. You know, she's from the Volka quests. And aside from that, we've got an A1 Calypso. Any decent marksman would work. I should have probably set this up with Brienne just for the content, but we just beat it, and I figured let's show it off. And of course, Aracha, who's a extremely strong legendary lord. No one's saying, like, here's your free-to-play guide, but if you have Aracha, here's your free-to-play guide, all right? And at the very least, this shows you don't need Hattsut or Silas or, Silas or bonded Silas. You don't need any form of Silas. You don't need Setram. You don't need Allura, nothing like that, right? You can make it sing. For this specific comp, you need Aracha. Could it work without Aracha? Sure, but then we need the greatest gear in the world on Idril. Instead, we just have very good gear on Idril. So let me show you that build really quickly. She's at 10.6 attack, a 1.1 second interval from 253 additional attack speed, bringing her to 378. She's crit capped at 367.5% crit damage. This is great gear. Is this the best gear in the world? No. Is it very good gear? Yes. I'm not going to pretend this isn't very good gear, but this is the kind of thing that it takes to pull off these funky things. She's going to max out Idril's Gaze plus 22. Let me just show you Aracha. Aracha's in a nice DPS set. I just did the Guild Boss takeover, so I put all of Zealatu's gear is now on Idril. All of Hex's gear is now on Aracha. I know people are scared to move their gear around, but it's as simple as going to swap and pressing the button, right? So that's basically all we did. I tinkered with a bunch of other stuff, obviously. You can see it's a nice build. Aracha's really here just to go fairly fast and get some poisons out, and then, of course, be a brilliant lord. So what does she do? The same thing like Lunaria. She gives 5% more. So the same, just like every legendary lord, she gives 15% increased bonuses, attribute bonuses to all the members of her faction. And then just like Lunaria, like I was saying, everyone gets like 1 extension of range. Their range is increased, all the piercers. But then this, for every 1 tile away from the target, increases damage by 5% up to 50%. So if you're 10 tiles away, and you might be thinking, who the heck is 10 tiles away? If you're 10 tiles away, you got a 50% damage increase. Well, Idril, when she ults, her whole range is the whole map. They're peanut butter and jelly, baby. It's a crazy combination. Without further ado, Power of Dominance is off. Let's head into the battle, and I'll show you how we did this. We've only done it twice. The first time it was 2-star because 1 mob got through. The second time we 3-starred it. So here we go. Hopefully nail it right now on the 3rd try. So there goes Dallin. Dallin is in an Invig set only so that I can control that some of these other Invig heroes do not land their Invig buff on her. So down goes Dallin. She's not even max skilled for her auto passive. That would only make this easier. Calypso is going to go here in what I normally use as like my Silas spot. And you'll see Calypso does pretty nice damage. She's in solid gear. She's in Setram's gear from Guild Boss. So again, I'm just moving gear around. Now we can place Dolores. She's in an Invig set. She can't place it on Dallin because Dallin is wearing Invig. So now it goes straight on Calypso. Here you are. Throw this thing on 2x. We're going to wait for Dallin to kick in with that cost. 2x for 2 seconds. I immediately took off 1x because I realized where we were. Now, right when we get to 11, we get Idril, and then that cost kicks in. So now we can get Laurel. Laurel's in an Invig set, so she placed that on Idril. We can immediately pick up, trigger Idril, now trigger Dolores. Now we can get down. Ooh, I messed up. That's where Hollow's supposed to go. Let's run that back. I'll do it a bit faster. I'm not even going to cut. I want to give you guys an honest little look at this. Everybody makes mistakes. Here comes Calypso. Let's wait. This way we'll have really rehearsed the beginning of the fight, right? We got 5 costs. We place Dolores. We get our Invigs going. Let's wait. When we get to like 9 or 10, now I'll throw it on 1x. Here comes Idril. Here comes Laurel up, and then down, or down and then up, I should say. Trigger Idril, trigger Dolores, and now we wait. So Hollow's coming in here, like probably the most exclusive, or exclusive is not the word, rare. There's that Idril range, really benefiting from Aracha. But look at the numbers. But Hollow's probably the most hard to get, I should say, epic in this comp. Let's wait till we have 17 costs. Down she goes. Lovely. And look at that. Idril's taking care of this like it is nothing. Perfect stuff going on. And now we wait, and we let them just hammer out at the boss. And you can see some of these numbers. It's hard to see, but they're just huge, man. They're just huge. So we made Hollow just HP tanky enough to not get one shot. We can trigger her right here. And now we have enough cost to place Maul and then quickly place Autumn. Autumn does buff Maul and makes him better with some crit damage boost, crit rate boost, but also her ult comes up a lot, and we use that as like a button to take advantage of Idril's passive to boost her a lot. Also, Autumn's placed after Maul because the boss targets the last place unit, and I built Autumn with just enough HP to not get one shot because Maul would get one shot. So there we go, doing pretty good. You can see we're chipping away at the boss. We got one seal stone up, or actually 2 seal stones up, soon to be 3. Here comes the third one. That's from Calypso's ultimate. Let's wait. I gotta start paying attention now, though. Now we trigger with Dolores just as Laurel comes back. We put her down. We pick her up. You can see Autumn just got hit, but she didn't get one shot. That's lovely. We wait. We trigger Idril. Now we can trigger Autumn, which is going to boost Maul, but also boost Idril. We'll get a juiced up hit here, you see? There you go, 233. How wacky is that? And now we've got all our main units out, so let's just place Aracha. And Aracha's going to do cool stuff, right? Oh, I placed her too late. Well, let me run it back. I'm not going to cut again. Honestly, I'm not. This needs to just be a raw and honest video, and you guys can see what goes into these things. So let's get Calypso. Let's 2x it. Now it's going to be like clockwork. Of course, I nail it on my first 2 tries. The second I press record, that just slivers down the drain. So down, up, click, clack, patty, whack. Let's throw this on 1x to get Hollow out as soon as possible. See, the beginning's fairly comfy. No more mistakes. Let's throw it on 2x. Now we can just wait until we can trigger that Hollow ult. We almost blew it there. Idril almost didn't kill that guy on the right, but she did. It's fine. The damage looks good. Let's trigger. We've got enough. Down, and then down. And now we need to... You know what we can actually do to make this smoother that I realized I did some other times? We can pick up Dallin now, and that will allow us to get down Aracha a bit faster. So down goes Aracha. Hit on Autumn, but she, as we discussed earlier, can take 1 hit. And now Aracha does something called Spider Toxin, which is a damage over time specific to her based off of her own attack. However, when targets that are under Spider Toxin die, they explode with AoE poison. And that's really cool. It's a 5-second poison, so you can see that just went on the boss. That's kind of how Aracha is really going to help us out. Dolores' ult is up, so let's trigger it. You can see we've got Calypso, Aracha, and Idril now in Dolores range. And here is Laurel, but we have to wait for cost, because I did... pick up Dallin early, but that's that. I'm going to wait to trigger all these ults until Idril's ulting, so we get the benefit of her passive. So let's wait. As soon as Laurel's ready, we put her down, we pick her up, trigger, wait a moment, wait till that guy's dead. Now we'll trigger Aracha, and now we can trigger Maul. And look at Maul over there. This is just Maul, A5 Maul, just doing his epic things. So much better than so many legendaries. Doing a great job. You can see we've got all 4 soul stones. This is an A1, not an A5 Calypso, so 4 soul stones is the max. She's doing great. Let's trigger Dolores for some more damage, and we should nearly kill the boss. Not totally kill the boss, but nearly kill the boss here. We'll be able to chip away this next bit. Trigger a Hollow, get a little bit more burst damage out of Idril, and we should be just under 10k. Yeah, it's looking really good right now. We might even get that kill, and we did get that kill, so that's even better than I had last time. So as soon as you get that kill, we can pick up Calypso. Let's let Aracha and Idril take care of that. I'm going to leave Aracha down because she doesn't have to do any more damage. Her job is just someone with a manual ult that I can trigger whenever I need it to boost up Idril. We'll go over Idril's passive shortly. And now we wait. It looks precarious, but don't worry. We can do this thing. We just need Laurel to wake up any day now, honey. Come on. As soon as they're ready, let's go. Trigger. We get an immediate burst, and now trigger. We definitely want to get these ults coming up sooner. It's very tight here. I hope we get it, man. So here we can use Autumn again as that tactical button. Wait till we switch targets. All right, trigger, so we got a big boost here. And then we should hopefully get hollow just in time for a big burst. I think we will. We might not even need it, but we'll trigger it anyway. And there we go. We picked it off. Look how hard that Idril is hitting. It is crazy. Now we've got Aracha ready whenever we want as an extra boost from the passive. And we're kind of cruising. We're not going to place Calypso yet. She will go on this square, but we'll do it once this guy is taken care of. So for that, we do have to wait for Laurel. So let's wait. Here's something you can do. So Laurel, when she's on the floor, as long as it happens while she was on the floor, then you can pick her up. When an ally ults, they get a damage increase. So let's get the benefit of that from Maul. So what we're going to do is we place Laurel. We place Maul. You'll see this blue thing shoot over that she just sent. He'll get a damage increase. Now we trigger Dolores, so she's not at full rage. Now we pick up, and now we can trigger Idril, and now it's going great. So as soon as this guy dies, which will be almost instantaneous, there we go. We can place Calypso. Now we can place Aracha. She has no one to hit, but she's going to boost that passive. I'm live on Twitch right now, and someone's asking how is Autumn's ult buffing Idril. I'll break that down. That's part of Idril's passive. That makes her supremely strong, and I think a lot of people miss. So here again, we're going to buff Idril here. Anytime any ally ults, she gets a big damage boost on the next couple hits. So here we go, taking care of business. I'd love one more Maul ult right about now. Come on, Maul. Oh, obviously we want a Dolores ult. She switches. She's got crazy ADHD right now. Maul's doing a nice thing. Now we trigger with Autumn. You'll see the next hit's going to be really big if she hits it. Nope, she seeded into open air. That's a problem we always have with Idril. Now you can see Calypso started taking care of business, but it doesn't matter because this is the Idril show. This is not the Calypso show. We can pick her up so she doesn't get hit. It doesn't matter. And that's GG's in the chat. So a couple little miscues at the beginning, but it's all good because we pulled it off in 11 minutes, 45 seconds of filming. So I'm going to try to go really fast here. I'll show you all the builds so you guys know what we're dealing with. The key things here really are just going to be Idril and Aracha and that interaction. They're a new fastest auto fight. If I was to run this again, obviously with power dominance, it'd be pretty sweet. Here's the damage. Tons at Idril. 22-9, 9-5 out of Maul, 9-4 out of Calypso. And then Aracha can do some real damage. That's all coming from her poison, basically. Some pretty cool stuff. So let's exit here. And let me show you the builds. You can see, of course, power dominance is off. I'll turn that back on when I set his auto. Thank you again to Big Nick Energy. Let's start with Idril. So I showed you the build already. I don't need to show you that again. Here are the stats if anyone wants to pause it. There you go. She's max skilled. For her artifact, it's an Idril's Gaze plus 22. This is what you need to know. Unlimited range, some boosts to her attack and her damage, right? That's really nice. Here, each attack deals 80% attack damage 2 times. It's a really nice hitter. Improved by Awakenings. But the most important thing here, this is what people miss, combo shots. Each time an ally casts their ultimate, any ally, anywhere on the map, the hero's next attack will deal 100% increased damage. Airborne units take 70% extra damage instead. The way this actually manifests, it's 170% damage. It's crazy. So they're saying instead, it's as well. And so that's how she goes from hitting 81k to 233k or whatever you're seeing. That's kind of how the whole thing's built. We've got our max awakening, and you absolutely, for this comp to work, you need her max awakening for this A5. During the effect of Limitless Shot, that is her ultimate. Every kill extends its duration by 3 seconds. And now we can go really quickly. I showed you guys Aracha already. That is the gear. The thing you need to know about her is she's got the little boost on the ult, but the main thing that happens is she's going to hit airborne units. That's a cool thing she has. Now she inflicts Spider Toxin, which is continuous magic damage based off of her attack. It's kind of like a burn. It's fine. It's her version of a burn. But when a target inflicted with Spider Toxin dies, it deals 20% AoE damage, but inflicts surrounding enemies with poison, a 5-second AoE poison. It's the best poison in the game, actually. It's conditional by someone with Spider Toxin dying, so it doesn't work on like the guild boss, but for this it works really, really nicely. You can see not max skilled at all. I did a +1 legendary artifact Watchguard's Ambition. Just, you know, a couple more basic attacks. That's more opportunities to land more Spider Toxins, ult quicker, so on and so on. Her job is being the Lord for Idril. Going down the line more, we've got Calypso. She's at A1. She's not even max skilled, and they did miss her 2 most important skills. This is her Evil Protection passive that has double hitter combos, and then this is her ultimate that allows her to have her Seal Stones deal more damage and also be less cost to bring them up. So this is like so free to play accessible, right? For gear, she's in a very, very good Ageless Wrath set, but all of this was farmed from 219. He's at 219 right now, Big Nick Energy. Big Nick just went about the game the right way. He's like, all right, I'm stuck right now. I'm just going to farm the crap out of this. And he did. And look at that. He came out of it with some pretty badass gear. So that is his Calypso. I'll show you the stats. 15.4, 1.2, 97% with 330% crit damage. He will get an additional 30% crit damage over the course of the fight. That builds up from Ageless Wrath. For the artifact, we're in a maxed out Spirit Siphon. We took that straight from Hex. Moving right along, we've got Laurel. Laurel doesn't matter except she's an Invig, and we want enough HP that she can take one hit. From what I can tell, that's about 21k HP for 321. And obviously this is 321. So there you go. I'll click through very quickly. But Invig, man, that's from Gear Aid 2. Do not neglect your Gear Aid 2. She's in a +1 base promotion, Nightmare Samsara. Doesn't get more free to play than that. Now we've got Maul. He is a 5, so he's only 17 costs. He's in a nice curse set. Heavy on attack speed, heavy on attack. But you can see he did the job brilliantly, and he did it without even being crit capped. 90% crit, 5% is coming from his Awakening. And he's just really easy to use. 11.7k attack, not even so much crit damage, 256. You just want him going really fast, so he's getting tons of AoEs all the time from those basic attacks. And the more he basic attacks, the quicker his ult comes up, the quicker he generates rage. It's just really good. He's in a +6 base promotion, not promoted, 0 promo Sharpshooter's Crest. Pretty simple stuff. Now let's go to Dolores. She's in the best Invig set we could get on her, and then we just maxed attack bonus and flat attack. It's the same Dolores build you always see me do. 12.6. This came out pretty good. It's almost as strong as my Dolores on my account, which is, I believe, is 12.7. So you can see he's been farming very well in Gear Aid 2. And then she's in an epic artifact, the classic maxed out Keen Wisdom. Let's move now to Hollow, the rarest epic of the bunch. She's in an Invig set, going for attack speed, attack, heal effect, that kind of thing, but mostly just going rapidly quick. She's at exactly 500 attack speed, a 1.5 second interval. Attack is at 13.6. It doesn't need to be, anything over like 12 is fine. And then you have a soft cap at 100 for heal effect, so that's what we got her. The rage regen is kind of the key thing. We just want her ulting as much as possible. That's going to benefit Idril's passive, and it's going to give the rage boost from when she's triggering her ult. That happens with Energetic Bliss. It's going to help everyone in range, which is kind of like all our key units. It's everybody but the left side. So that's really nice. She is in a +13 promo level 1 Euphoric Orb. Almost done here, guys. Autumn, don't sell your Autumn. How many times do I have to say it? Max skill, super easy. 5 stars, only 4 stars of promotion. Just get her an Invig. It really doesn't matter. Any semblance of HP so she doesn't die. And you'll see I got her to 22k. Again, I believe from what I can see anecdotally, 21k is like when you're lower than that, you can get one shot. So her job is to not get one shot, have her ult come up frequently, and wear Invig for Maul. That's it. She's in a Blightroot Ring. This artifact is not even good for her. I would have rather her in a Tumultuous Horn. However, I just picked a random mythic artifact to help with the flat HP and the flat attack. It's a good option if you don't have the stats, and we didn't have the stats. So there we go. Dallin doesn't even have her Rebel skill maxed out, so the cooldown's 29 seconds. We don't even get the extra 2 cost generation. She still works. Dallin is a queen. She's in an Invig, again, only so she doesn't have Invig placed on her. The stats do not matter. I quick equipped the rest on the left side. It literally doesn't matter. She's never going to get targeted. We pick her up before she ever does, assuming the comp runs properly. We didn't even have a Lucky Legacy, the Lucky Coin, so I just picked a random mythic artifact to give her some flat stats. It didn't matter. And to wrap it up, we got Volka. I didn't even touch her gear. She never touches the field. This is her Guild Boss gear. So it literally doesn't matter. All she needs to do is be A1 so you can get the reduction in revival time. Guys, it's that simple, baby. Just get yourself an Aracha and grind the heck out of Gear Aid 2. Simple as that. 219, and he got it. Now 321 in the books. Again, huge thank you to Big Nick Energy. What an amazing username. I love that. And there's this one of the nastiest Idrils in the realm. Thank you. Share it with your mother. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.